Damian's encounter with Irini, the woman he found on Facebook, followed his disagreement with Icky about her for 1 month exactly, May 20th to June 20th. He squeezed into Celestial Diner, packed with lunch customers, and Carol, who doubled as the hostess when needed, wrote his name on her list. You'll eat quicker if you take a stool at the counter or pair up with a single for a booth. She pushed her pencil back into her fiercely curled red hair above her right ear. Pair up? Doesn't have to be meaningful or committed. Might just be a casual encounter. Hell, you don't even have to have sex. Either's fine. Wait for an empty stool and jump it. The counter is first to seat, first to eat. I'll match you with single if the opportunity comes first. You're eighth in line. Fine. He waited by the pastry display. After a few minutes, one seat at the counter opened, but a young woman emerged from the hallway leading to the restrooms who slipped onto the stool. Watson, Andreas, Carol called out over the crowd noise a few minutes later. Your booth awaits. Damian expected the cold companionship of someone sharing a table with a stranger. In fact, he expected to be that cold companion. His heart jumped when he saw who moved into the booth ahead of him. Twinkle eyes, upturned mouth corners, Miss Wonderful. She looked exactly like her profile photo. In fact, except for the folded newspaper under her arm and the bag she carried, she might have stepped out of that photo. He slipped into the booth opposite her, propped his chin on his fist, and looked into the twinkling brown eyes, breathless, mesmerized, a deer falling into the headlamps of an oncoming truck. Hello, he said, smiling meaningfully. She brushed her hair, shoulder-length, dark, tight, cascading curls away from her face. Hello, she said. She slipped off her jacket, revealing a name tag pinned to her blouse. Irini Watson. He stared at her chest, dumbstruck. I always forget to take this off, she said, unpinning the tag. Then I forget to put it on. ABC, Preparation for Excellence, he read from the tag as it disappeared. Where learning triggers earning. Her eyes twinkled. Heard of us? No. Surprising. We're everywhere. She opened her menu. Did you notice today's soup? It's posted on the blackboard by the door. Clam chowder, I think. On Tuesday? Seems odd. Irini Watson on your name tag. That's... His voice turned into a sigh. That's my name. Oh. He looked at her purse where the tag disappeared. Unusual, isn't it? Everyone has one. I mean the name, Irini. Never met an Irini before? Don't think so. No one in your family named Irini? No. Never heard of an Irini? Read about one? No. Unusual, isn't it? A long silence followed. Carol took the drink orders and brought drinks. Coke for Irini, coffee for Damian. When she was gone, Irini sipped from her straw and reopened the conversation. My mother intended to name me Irini, but she got wrapped up deciding how to spell it, E-Y or I-E or just Y. She wrote down the wrong first vowel, and so I became Irini. Nothing mystical or literary about it, just a spelling mistake. Fascinating. She was good with vowels generally. A, E, I, O, U, even Y, didn't matter. She had them nailed. Sat, set, sit, sot, never got them confused. Pat, pet, pit, pot, pot. Sane, seen, sign, sewn. Even with all the crazy spellings, never made a mistake. Not until my name. On that day in the hospital, pen in hand, hospital's form in her lap, nurses warning that she wasn't taking her baby anywhere until the paperwork was ready for the Bureau of Vital Records ringing in her ears. With my future hanging in the balance, she wrote Irini instead of Irini. I see. Simple mistake, yes. Ironic? She never thought to have your name changed? She said it was destiny. It's a great name, unusual, unique. You're probably the only one in the world. We're all like that, aren't we? What? Unique. We're peas in a pod, uniqueness-wise. Most of the people I meet are in this